You guys yelling.
Welcome to Truth and Company Boxing Podcast. Tonight we're going to do a special edition fight breakdown of Gervonta Tank Davis versus King Ryan Garcia. We're going to bring a few different guests on, some boxers and a coach that know exactly what these two are facing and how to get the job done. And we're going to talk about their strengths and their weaknesses. And then we're going to get predictions from each guy. And so let me talk to you guys about the fight a little bit, where you can check it out. It's a Showtime pay-per-view. You can also watch it at The Zone. The pay-per-view on Showtime is actually $84.99. The Zone pay-per-view is $60. It's at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, in case you want to buy tickets. Unfortunately, if you're on welfare, you ain't buying no ticket because the cheapest ticket is $729. So you're better off buying one of the pay-per-views. They are fighting at a catch weight. They agreed to a catch weight of 136 pounds. I know there's a rehydration clause on Ryan Garcia's contract. We'll bring that up a little bit. So if you've never seen these two guys fight, this is the time to see these two guys fight. They're both undefeated. Gervonta Tank Davis is 28-0 with 26 knockouts. King Ryan Garcia is 23-0 with 19 knockouts. They have speed, they have power, they have footwork. They're two of the best in the division. Obviously, Davis is the champion. They'll be fighting for his title. But right now, I want to bring on the guests so we can break down this fight and talk a little bit about what's going to happen in this fight. So we got Chop Corley. We got Ryan Cowboy Karl. We got trainer Fred Jenkins Jr. Welcome to the show, gentlemen.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
And just so you know, we might have some late additions, possibly Darnell Boone and Silky Wilky Campfort. So we'll see if them guys make it in time for the show. If not, we'll have them on a different episode. So first off, Chop, let me go to you. You've been in a lot of these big fights back in the Mayweather days. All those guys were top-ranked guys. You guys were fighting each other. So talk to me about the atmosphere of this fight.
It's like a Super Bowl. It's going to be a great fight. Both of the fighters, I know they're very excited. And the fans want to see this fight. I got the fight being a toss-up. I look at it going 9 to 10 rounds. And I think Tank will win by knockout at the end of the day.
Okay, so let's talk about some strengths. So, Fred, let's talk about some strengths. Give me the strengths on Davis and give me the strengths on Ryan.
Tank is very, he's athletic. He has an excellent boxing IQ. If you really pay attention, you look at his past fights, he has a nice amateur background. And then his trainer, Campfort, very strong and explosive. He's an explosive puncher. You know how to play possum very well, and you know how to set up the shots. Ryan, he's another athletic, fast, explosiveness. I mean, Ryan is still more to see compared to Tank. Man, still more to see the both, but Ryan hasn't really been in there with some real tough challenges yet. Tank has, though.
Okay, so on that note, Cowboy, let me get your feel on what Fred just said. Garcia hasn't really been in there with some super powerful big challenge guys like Tank has. So, I mean, could we possibly see a quick fight? Could Tank go right after him and take him out in the first couple rounds?
I mean, it could always be a quick fight, but Tank more not gonna rush. I don't think personally. I think the Tank generally fighting people he wants to set back. He's gonna watch them at least a couple of rounds, moving, getting everything right, setting up his timing, setting up his power. That's what he's looking to do. He's looking to get somebody out of there. He's not looking to just win. He's looking to clip them, and I think that he will. I personally do. I think styles make fights, and I think this style is just too much for Tank, and he's just too strong for a guy like Ryan. And Ryan, he hasn't been in a tough fight. He's been knocked down, so he had one tough fight where he got up, showed a lot of heart. That was good for him. That was great for him. But he hasn't been really pushed hard to where you've got to fight or die, and he hasn't been caught in that situation yet. And do I think that he will push through in a moment like that? I don't know. I mean, if I have to go off his past, I would say yes, because he got up from that knockdown. He got up and he came back and stopped. They got Liam, but he had never really. I mean, he got hit. He got dropped by him pretty hard. Tank's a whole different animal, and I don't foresee Ryan being able to hold up to it in any way. Besides,
all right, chop. Let's talk about speed. Now, I know both of them got speed, but Garcia's got some speed that is unbelievable. Can he match? Can the speed of Garcia end up winning this fight over the power of Tank?
I say he will win the first 4 rounds using his speed and keeping his distance. But the power and the explosiveness that Tank brings to the table is going to break him down after the next 4 rounds. So round 8 through 10, you're going to see a different fight.
So basically, if Garcia doesn't knock Tank out by 5, it's going to be a long night for Garcia.
Very long night.
Okay, let's talk about this the rehydration clause. Have any of you guys ever had to do that before? Is that a normal thing? We don't hear about that a lot.
I've had to do it once.
Okay, well, so Cowboy, tell me about it, Cowboy. How exactly does that work?
Well, mine was different when I had to do it because I came in kind of off anyways. I was a little bit too overweight. I got caught with a 10-pound rehydration, and it was actually my last fight. I missed weight to start. I had to make the weight again the next day, so I had to make the weight the next day. And for me, it was huge because I was never completely rehydrated. I think I ended up making the second weight probably 5 to 6 hours before I actually fought the next day. So if you were to give you into perspective of it, I weighed in on a Friday. So I think I had a trickle of pee left in me Friday morning before I hit the sauna. And I didn't pee again until Sunday afternoon on the flight home. It's how dry I was. I felt like I didn't have any timing at all. Now, do I think that that's going to affect Ryan the same as it affects me? No, because I think he's going to be better prepared for his moment. He's not as big as I am, and he's not going to walk around as heavy as I was. And but do I think that it definitely plays a role? Yes, I do.
Okay. So, Fred, talk to me as a coach. How does that affect the fighter?
It's going to affect the fighter in many ways. I mean, it can, but it can. You're mentally, like Cowboy said, I mean, some fighters got a different mindset, so they're not going to let something like that stray away from what they're trying to go get. You know what I'm saying? I believe Ryan, at the level in the college that he's at, I don't think that's going to be a problem, even though he's been complaining about it if you watch all the stuff. But I don't see that as an issue, for real.
Okay. All right, Chop.
That was a smart move for Tank, though.
Oh,
business-wise.
Because he was already an underdog.
Yeah, there you go. So that shows you how Tank is evolving into another level of the things. These last couple fights, we're going to see a new version of Tank, a better. He's coming into himself much like, I like this Tank now. Like, I like the other Tank, but this Tank is like how Floyd went from pretty boy to Money Mayweather.
Okay. Hey, Chop. Let's talk about height and reach a little bit. I know you fought a lot of big names with a lot of different qualities and things like that. So explain so the fans can understand. Now, Tank Davis is 5'5.5" with a reach of 67.5, and Garcia is 5'10" with a reach of 70. How much difference does that make in a fight?
It's gonna make a big difference. It comes to strategy and smart when it comes to Ryan being tall and longer. Ryan should be able to use his reach, but by Tank being at short distance, he's gonna have to put his head on the swivel and use his lateral movement to get in close to land the bigger shots, especially to the body, first of all. And don't worry about the head because he have to punch up. So he
So
should
then
break
my
him down.
question,
Go ahead.
so my question is then if Ryan's smart enough and he uses his reach the whole time and stays on the outside, Tank's not going to be able to knock him out if he can't get inside.
That's the thing. If you're gonna be smart enough to try to stay on
Right.
the outside. Most fighters they get into shootouts when they're trying to prove a point. I can bang with you. I can out punch you like Mayweather when I fought Floyd. Floyd thought he can out bang with me until I hurt him, and then Roddy told him to box the motherfucker. And after that, he came out and started boxing in round 5.
Okay. So you don't see the fact that Tank will find his way in there.
He's gonna make a way to get in there.
Okay. So let's talk about footwork. Who has the better footwork of the two?
I say Tank has the better footwork
Tank.
because southpaws are more used to lateral movement and dancing when it comes to boxing. You look at
Agree.
Darnell with Marvin Hagler. Marvin Hagler was a straight coming forward, but he's a southpaw. And their
Yep.
bases up underneath of us more better than a right-handed fighter. For some reason, I don't know why.
Okay, Cowboy, when you look at their footwork, who do you think has better footwork out of the two of them?
I think Tank does. He has a better ring generalship. I would say. I wouldn't even just say it's footwork. I would say it's ring generalship. He moves around much better. He cuts the ring off much better. That's much better. Like he talks about the height difference and the reach difference. That kind of plays into Tank though. You know that's kind of what he's best at. Fighting these tall fighters like that. He does better with a tall, lengthy style fighter. I mean, he fought Mario not that long ago. He's much bigger than Ryan, and he's got that ability to fight these long guys and work it in his own way. And Ryan can have all the reach he wants, but Ryan's got that thing about him to where he want to pursue him, make it work. I think that's what's going to happen. Start reaching a little bit because he doesn't like to miss. He's going to have his pride messing in with it. And he's going to make him start committing too much, coming in too much. I think that's when Tank clips him.
Okay. All right, Fred. Let's talk about some defense a little bit. Now, I know both of them got good defense, but both of them have also been criticized on their defense and their chins. So let's talk about that a little bit, Fred.
Man, Tank got the better defense than Ryan. Like Cowboy said, Tank is really actually an all-around better fighter. Not taking away nothing from Ryan. Ryan can fight. I like Ryan, but like they said, styles make fight. This is a perfect fight for Tank. He's used to the range, the height. He's used to everything that Ryan is going to bring, actually. So it's really now, is Ryan going to be used to a guy like Tank? That's the question. You never see him has Ryan been in the ring with a guy like Tank? And I believe no.
Okay.
You already see defensive wise, he's open, always open. Ryan don't really bring his hands back. He's not a excellent slipper like Chop Chop said, like Darnell. Even on the orthodox side, no. He's wide. He's gonna be up in the open. Yes, he's strong. Yes, he's fast, but still got to protect that chin.
So okay, now talk about chins. Now, the knock on Tank has been sometimes he reaches in or lunges in when he goes to throw that hook and his chin is wide open. I'm sure Ryan's been watching tape, and do you think Ryan can catch him on that?
Nah. He might. I mean, it's boxing. Anything can happen. We all know that. It's boxing. But I'm pretty sure Tank been perfecting not to make that habit again. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm pretty sure him and Coach Calvin and his team been working on that.
Okay. All right, chop.
Yes, sir.
Just so the fans understand how much of an advantage, if you're a southpaw, can you have on an orthodox fighter that isn't used to fighting a lot of southpaws?
We have the advantage because most right-handed fighters are used to fighting right-handed fighters. And when they're in there with a southpaw, the punches are coming from the opposite side. Most right-handed fighters, they lead up with a jab. Their left jab is going towards the fighter on his right side of his shoulder. So when we fight them, we shooting our jab on the left side of their shoulder. And the right hook is coming from that side. A lot of southpaws don't have a good right hook, but they have a major right left hand. And that's what Tank is. He's a left-handed puncher. Me, I'm the opposite. I I train my body like a right-handed fighter. My right hand is my strong hand. That's why my hook is so devastating. And a lot of fighters like to move away from the fighter's right hand of a southpaw. They're moving away from the left hand, running right into the right hook.
Okay. So, all right, Ryan, let me ask you this. Now we're going to take this outside the ring for a minute. Now, we know that Garcia has admitted that he has mental health issues, he has anxiety issues. Can a big fight like this with all the media and he knows he's the underdog and all this, can that anxiety start getting to him and possibly affect his performance?
Well, if he really does have those things wrong with him, that's the thing. A lot of it, I think, is I don't really necessarily believe that he has issues. I believe most of it is just a financial thing, just for financial gain. But at the other side of it, I think the stress can bring it out of anybody. It's a very stressful thing leading up to a fight, leading up to all the pressure, leading up to what you're supposed to perform like, what you're supposed to look like, and especially if you care a lot about what people think. So if you care about what people think, it's already going to be harder for you anyways. But I don't know, because I don't know if he's real or not. You know, he's so flighty seeming to me. He seemed like he's all over the place. I can't never really tell what he's really like. He's so into the media, I guess.
Okay. All right, Fred, this one's for you. Oh.
You're good.
What happened? Okay. Oh. Hey, Fred, can you undo your mic?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, all right, I'm going to ask you now the question on Tank now. Tank's got a lot going on right now outside the ring. A lot of people might not know this, but he was involved in a leaving the scene of an accident, and he's facing 14 charges. And now 2 weeks after this fight, he goes to get sentenced on this on May 7th. Do you think any of that can play in his head with this fight? I mean, he's facing 7 years possibly.
Yeah, it can. I mean, he's German, but at the same time, Tank is ready. I believe Tank is about to shock you. He about to show the world. It's time. Y'all, people claim this and claim that shit. Tank is actually going to show people who he is and what he's coming. Like, he's going to show. So, I mean, yes, that type of stuff do play a factor into fighters. I mean, we all experience that in different parts of our life, from the training, from the fighter, whatever. We know that, but at the end of the day, you signed that contract. It's business. You know what you got to do. And you deal with that once you leave the ring. After you win, then you deal with that. So I don't believe that's going to play a factor in Tank. Nah, Tank is focused.
Okay. Now, Chop, you were laughing when I brought that up. So what do you have to say about that?
I was laughing on two of them. You brought up the mental health one. I was laughing on that one. Not to go back to that one, but we fighters, we deal with not just fighters. Everybody in the world deal with mental health issues. We just don't talk about it. Some fighters let it get to them and they want to put it out there, and they looking for sympathy or someone to feel sorry for them.
Yep.
That's how it is when it comes to the mental health thing. But the issue with Tank got maybe facing 7 years after this fight is over with for the charges and leaving the scene. It can be a distraction. I'm pretty sure he think about it every day. And I got to go to court. I may be doing some time after the fight, but he got a big picture in front of him that he got to take care of. And this puzzle is real big. And he win this fight, he don't mind going to sit down for 2, 3 years if the judge tell me to do that. But I know he ain't gonna want to do it if he take a loss. So his game supposed
You got a point right there,
Okay,
Top
so
Top. I like that one.
so now have all of you guys seen the news reports from yesterday or the day before when those two went on was it Instagram and started arguing and battling about let's give up the purse, whoever wins sign over the purse?
Oh, I think I've seen a little bit of it.
Yeah,
So
I watched it.
yeah. Oh, you did watch it. Yeah, I watched it too. I mean, and they basically just kept picking at Garcia to finally agree to it. But I mean, the thing is well, I mean, they did. He even had his own hype man sitting there. So I mean, Garcia said he needs one of those. But I mean, okay, so let's look at it this way. He's getting Tank's getting $1.5 million, and Garcia is only getting $350,000 for this fight.
What the fuck?
Exactly. So Garcia, of course, is saying, yeah, I'll give up my 350 if I lose, but Tank, if you lose, you're giving me 1.5 million. So, I mean, do you guys really think they're going to both sign this contract to give up their purses?
No.
No. Let's just talk.
I don't think
Promote the fight.
This is drama.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
they both still get a split of the 60%, and Garcia gets 40%. So that doesn't count as in the contract, but still, I mean, to lose that type of money over a fight is ridiculous.
Yeah. That was just drama. And I mean, we.
Go ahead, Fred.
No, I mean, I believe that's just drama, but we have heard of guys making those side bets and stuff like that, but I don't know. I don't think so though. But I don't put nothing past anybody. So Tank probably is serious. Like, look, because you believe I'm going to knock you out. So okay.
So, Cowboy, you've watched both of these guys now, and Tank's been, sometimes they say that his cardio towards the end maybe. So do you think there could be any issue with either one of them having cardio towards the 10th, 11th, 12th rounds?
No, they're going to be in the best shape they've ever been in. Both of them will be. And I don't foresee any kind of issues with anything besides the fact I think Ryan's going to get clipped. Besides that, I don't see I think that Ryan's going to be his best he's ever been, and I think he's going to fall short because I think Tank's going to be the best he's ever been. And I think the styles make fights. And I think that I just don't. Fred said earlier, boxing is boxing. Anything can happen. We see something happen. Ryan is fast enough. But I think that his style and everything like that just leads to destruction with this fight. I think he's tailor-made for Tank. And I don't see him getting tired. I don't see the one getting tired. And I think if Tank ever looks tired, I think he's setting a trap. And I think he's going to capitalize on it. So for people to say, Tank looks tired and this, and I don't know if I buy any of it.
Okay. What do you got to say about that, Fred?
I agree with Cowboy. Tank knows exactly what he's doing. You got to understand where he come from, what he been around. And same thing with Ryan. Ryan been around Canelo and all that, but Tank been groomed for this since day one. His coach Karl, he been around Floyd, so you got to really look at like Cowboy said. This is perfect for Tank. This is like tailor-made for Tank. So they both gonna be at their best. Now, even though, like he said, Ryan is going to lose and he's going to sleep, but Ryan is going to be the best Ryan we ever saw. And after this, you're going to see, I don't see nobody really messing with Ryan, because you got to think, Ryan signed up to fight Tank. Nobody else did.
You're right. All right, well, let's welcome Silky Wilky Campfort. He finally showed up.
I'm sorry for being late, guy. I was in the car dealership, man. I was just trying to buy a car with my wife. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about being late and stuff like that, man. It's my apology, man. I'm sorry. How you guys doing today?
We're doing good. So I'm just gonna ask you real quick. Give me some background on this fight a little bit. On give me some strengths on Tank and give me some strengths on Garcia.
Like I said, man, I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of both fighters, man. I like Tank and I like Garcia. I like both of them as a fight because they both are knockout artists and stuff. But with this fight, at first I was kind of leaning toward Tank a little bit because it's like he's been fighting more. He's been fighting a lot more better opponents than Ryan Garcia. But once I heard about the rehydration clause and all that stuff, I'm like, man, forget that, man. I'm going with Ryan. So now it's still, to me in my eyes, it's still a 50-50 fight. But with the rehydration thing or whatever, I'm leaning toward Ryan a little bit more than Tank than I was before, you know.
And do you think that it'll go to a decision, or do you think somebody's gonna have to knock somebody out?
Nah, this fight's not going to decision, man. Somebody's going to sleep, man. They both are knockout punchers, man. You gotta understand that, man. Somebody's going to sleep, and they both are young and in their prime, so they got a lot. They trying to prove themselves to the people. I don't think this fight can go the distance.
Okay. I know you did. I know you just got on, Silky, but we're gonna ask for some predictions right here in a minute, and then we're gonna cut the show. But at least you got on to talk a little bit and make it. I know are you driving in your new car right now?
My wife is driving. I'm in the passenger seat.
Okay, well then, hey, it was worth missing the podcast for. Then you just got a new ride, so.
Nah, thank you, man. Thank you, man. We just bought a truck and stuff, man. It's like we just bought a truck because I need another car, but instead of buying a car, I just get another truck. You know, I needed it. You know.
Okay, so listen, I'm gonna ask for predictions. We're gonna go around, and then we're gonna end the podcast. So chop.
Yes,
Tell me how this fight's gonna end.
I got a prediction it's going to be over by the round 10th. 10th
And
round knockout, Tank.
Yeah.
10th round knockout by Tank. Okay, Fred, what's your prediction on how this fight ends?
7th round knockout by Tank.
Okay, Silky.
Like I said, listen, man, I'm not Muhammad Ali, man. I'm not gonna put any rounds on it, but the fight's not gonna go the distance.
So, but you're predicting a knockout one way or the other. But do you got? I mean, you're not gonna pick a fighter though.
No, I'm not. Because the thing is, this fight right here, man, I can't pick no winners, man. It's like this fight right here is for the fans and stuff like that. You know, I'm just happy, man. Those guys, they making. I'm just happy, man. Those guys, they decided to fight one another and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, I believe what those two guys are doing, man. We got to give them a lot of respect, though, man. Either way, man, win or lose, though, we got to give both of the fighters a lot of respect, though. You know. Because neither one of them had to take the fight, though, man. But for them to do it, they doing the fight for us. Like we fight, like I mean, by us, like right now we are friends. They doing this fight for us, so we got to give both of them credit and stuff for taking the fight, for making the fight happen. So, like I said, me personally, the fight's not gonna go the distance, but it's hard for me to pick a winner, you know.
Okay. And Ryan, what's your prediction in this fight, and how do you think it's gonna end?
Well, you know, I agree with Fred a lot on 7, but I think it's gonna be 5-7. Flip them. I think Tank's gonna between rounds 5.
Okay. So it sounds like everybody except for Silky, we're all on that Tank. Either way, somehow is going to end this fight. I agree with Corley. I was predicting 10-round knockout. I think he's gonna try to get. I think Ryan's gonna try too hard in the championship rounds, and I think Tank's gonna set him up and catch him.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a late knockdown, but no, because you gotta say they both are young, they energized, they both got something to prove. So it's not gonna be it's not gonna be like an early inning fight, but it's gonna be like a late. Somebody gonna get stopped in the late rounds and stuff like that, you know.
Well, I don't see Ryan.
No, go. You don't see Ryan doing what?
I don't see Ryan going out on a shield in the late round. get beat. I don't see him going out on his shield. I think I see him finding a way well at that point. I don't think he's gonna. I just don't foresee him as that type of but I see Tank is the type of fighter. Come hell or high water, I'm doing what I have to, and I don't really see Ryan that way. And that maybe that's just my perception. I don't know, but that's the problem late round is I think that by the time you get to late rounds, he's gonna pull back. And he's gonna be he's not gonna be taking chances anymore.
So let me ask you this: do any of you guys think that Ryan has a chance to at least drop Tank during the fight?
Yes.
Do you think Tank will hit the floor?
Of course. It's boxing, man. With those little smug gloves on, man. Those guys, they both up punching, man. It's boxing, man. Both of these guys are like they
both got knocked out. Power, both hands. They both.
Lay down.
So somebody's going to sleep. I mean,
yeah.
Okay.
Somebody's going to sleep, and the good thing is, it's not me, baby.
I like that
one. Well, listen, man. I want to take time to thank all you guys for taking a few minutes out tonight, man, to come on here and talk about the fight with me. I appreciate all you guys coming on Truth and Company Boxing Podcast. Hopefully, I can have all you guys on again on a different show, or for interviews, or for the 20 random questions. Unfortunately, Darnell didn't make it. He texted me and said he was on his way, but we're basically at the end, so he'll have to get on the next one. But
Darnell's in the studio, man, making music.
Yeah, he actually said he got caught up sparring, but that's okay. He was just on. We just did 20 random questions with him, so he's already got his little 15 minutes. But hey, so are all you guys planning on watching it? What's your plans for watching the fight?
Yeah, I'm
gonna order it. I'm gonna order it, and I'm gonna put it on my Instagram and Facebook that I'm ordering it, and I'm inviting people to come over, but they gotta pay because I'm cooking.
Yeah.
They gotta pay because I'm cooking.
I would pay for a plate. Man. All right, welcome Darnell Boone right at the end of the interview, but we'll get his prediction here quick before he gets out of here. I'm not sure what happened to Fred. Hopefully he'll get back on. Darnell.
What's going on, man?
There's Fred. Darnell, let's get your prediction before we sign off. What do you think's going to happen in this fight?
Well, Ryan Garcia and Tank.
Yep.
I think Ryan I think Tank gonna stop him late, maybe like 9-10. But he can't let Ryan get his confidence early. He got to make him respect him early.
Hey, Silky, man, we don't want that camera view no more, buddy.
Huh?
No, I was talking to Silky where he just had that camera. We don't want that view no more. You had that view down in that camera down in your. Yeah, we don't need that view on here. That's the wrong podcast.
Oh,
buddy.
for real? I didn't know. I was just showing my way. I'm sorry, guys. We're not the Puerto Rican. What's that Puerto Rican boxer name? I forgot his name.
I don't know, but that might get me some more women viewers. I know that, but
nah. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not on no funny shit, man. I'm sorry.
All right.
I'm married. Hey, baby, say hi to them, baby. I'm married. Woo!
Oh man.
So, hey, Fred. So, Fred, let me get to you then. Where are you watching the fight? What do you?
I'm probably watch. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it in the house. I'm watching it in the house. More than watch it.
Okay, Cowboy, are you gonna be watching it?
Yeah,
I usually still fight, but this time I'm gonna order this fight.
Cowboy, you're watching it from home?
I'll probably watch it at one of the coach's house. Either with my pops or I'll watch it with Brian.
And Darnell, where are you gonna be watching the fight? You gonna watch it?
I don't know. I work on the weekends, so I probably end up being actually like one of my sparring partners is fighting, so I'll probably be at his fight.
Okay.
I catch the highlights the next day.
And Silky, what did you say? You're gonna order the fight?
Yeah, I usually still fight, but this one I'm gonna order this one. This one need to do numbers, man.
Okay. You can order it from Showtime or DAZN. DAZN is a little cheaper.
Man, Showtime. We're gonna support Showtime. Show for Showtime, baby.
Okay, there you go. Well, listen, I want to thank all you guys for coming on. I'm glad that Silky and Darnell finally made it on, at least to give us a prediction on the fight. And all you guys enjoy this weekend's fight, man, and stay safe and enjoy the fights.
Hey, man, keep doing the great work, man. Keep doing what you're doing, brother. We enjoy what you're doing, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
Keep it up.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Man, boxing need people like you, man. Keep doing what you're doing, brother.
I appreciate it. And the truth has spoken. Enjoy the fight Saturday, guys. There's going to be a knockout one way or the other.
All right. Have a great weekend, guys, and stay blessed.
You too.